All right, so this week we were learning about classes. Which are kind of weird. They're basically a structure. Excuse me. They're basically a structure, except they also have uh, functions inside of them. So they do a bunch of weird stuff.
Problems.
There?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're kind of muffled.
Sorry, let me.
Oh, you can take your time.
Is that any better?
Anyway, so like, so this is the first check that we had to do.
Yeah.
This is the first check that we had to do. And so you see, this is the class right here. And
Yeah. Okay.
it's basically you have two different classifications for public and private. I'm not entirely sure why we have to have two separate things in it, but we do. Anything public is something that you want the user to be able to mess with. Anything private is just kind of stuff that goes behind the scenes.
Okay.
So see, this one here is just a class that has book, and then it has a string to get the title, get the author, and then display, and then it has two variables in it: the title and the author. There's like I feel like I'm really clunky with it because I'm not. There's a way to mess with everything and have everything pass automatically, so you don't have to put all this stuff in the parameters.
Yeah, I
I've
think
messed
that's.
with it. Go ahead.
I think to do that, you just define the function outside of it. So you put like string book right underneath like the include or the using namespace. You just put string title, and then it should count all the title as a string.
Okay. Anyway, so then you come in here and you write individual functions in it. You have to do the stupid little double colon thing to get it to recognize it as a function within the class. Then this is just the display. See out. You have to do that weird thing. Title by author. Yada yada yada. So then you kind of call everything the same way that you do, or you reference things the same way that you do in a structure. So then when you're done with it, let's go. I need to save the file. Title. How to eat pancakes. How to eat pancakes by Mark Mayetta.
Yeah.
Super simple, super easy, just a little program for the check.
Yeah.
The uh, the teach activity that they're having us do is a little bit more complicated, but it's not super bad. I think I'm pretty close to being done. The big thing though is that they have you make a whole new directory, in order to access everything. So let's see here. So they start you out with this, and they have you put in a class for to create a rational number. And basically just kind of throw everything in there. So you prompt, you display, and you display a decimal. It's just, this is where you came in on me, is trying to figure out how to cast to to decimal, or to a float from 2 ins. Do you know how to do that?
How to cast from it?
Yeah, see, because I'm just trying to and basically what you needed to do is you needed to have your here, let me do this. Stupid. All right. So it's a real simple program. Just enter a top number 5, enter a bottom number 6, and then you need to have it display the top number, or the number in fraction form, and then the number in decimal form. The only thing is that I'm having trouble getting the 2 ints to play nice and to turn into a float.
Let me just make sure that I get everything, all the directories set up.
Oh yeah, sure. If you want to screen share, I can talk you through it.
Okay. So I think I did everything there correctly. Then I just have to then which one do I open as the file to mess with? Is it the just wk04?
You have to do all of them. So you start with H, and then start with rational.h, and then you need to move over to rational.cpp, and then ta04.cpp.
Okay, so those are all the files that I hopefully now have with the directory.
Yeah, let's see here. So you had, okay, yeah, I forgot. I got hung up. I forgot I didn't put the dot at the end of it. I thought that was a period in the thing. So I didn't get that in until this morning.
Oh, okay. They gave me like a different program to use instead of PuTTY, and it's so much slower.
I was gonna ask if you were waiting for a dramatic effect or what.
No, the Emacs takes, like, it doesn't share onto my computer. It will share on to my, like, it goes online, so it has to go through the internet and servers each time I open up the program.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, and with bad internet, it just means like I wait 5 or 10 minutes for my program to open up, and with how many mistakes I make, it's like, okay, I do coding for maybe like an hour or two for a 3-hour project, and then the rest of it's just waiting for it to open up.
That's funny.
It's still loading the program. that I am opening.
Holy frick.
Yeah. This little part in the bottom, the loading CC longs. Actually, that's just what rational H is. It didn't copy over, it looks like.
Oh, that's not good. Let's see here. You did a whole string of stuff there. Home nuts.
Oh, I forgot in the copy one, I forgot backslash right there.
Oh.
Hopefully now it works.
So what year are you? You in what year are you in classes?
This is my second semester of classes. I think I'm still a freshman.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's been exciting.
How old are you?
I am 20 right now.
Oh, did you just get home from your mission, or have you not gone yet?
I got home from a mission about a year ago. I got really sick and had to have my gallbladder removed.
Frick, I've known so many people who've gotten their gallbladder removed really recently. My father-in-law, my sister-in-law, my one of my other classmates from one of my last classes. It's just a rash of it going on.
Yeah, it's a pain.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
Basically like shock therapy, but every time you eat, you get shocked.
That sucks.
Okay, now we just need to define the rational.
Yeah. So So here you need to go through the you need to just uh, you need to come on, use words and phrases. You need to define the class. So so it goes class space rational semicolon capital R rational. It's the same uh,
As a
like a structure.
okay.
And then you're going to begin and end with curly braces. And a semicolon right after the closed curly brace. All right, and then from here, you just need to just put in uh, there's, as I said, there's private, there's public and private uh, uh, um, members for this. The private ones should probably be just your int top and int bottom.
Oh wait, are those supposed to be decimals or just integers?
I think if I remember right, the assignment tells us to just have them be to put them in as integers.
Okay, yeah. Add the following integers. Okay.
Yeah. And then the others, prompt, display, and display decimal, all go in as what is it?
Floats.
Uh, uh, I actually put them in as voids, and then
Oh,
I
okay.
passed everything by reference. So yeah, because I don't know, I have trouble with whenever I have to pass more than one thing from uh, more than one variable from something. I have trouble using int or float or whatever. So I just use void.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So let's see
And
here.
right slash or
I don't think you need it. You shouldn't have a slash there since this. You're not actually writing. You're just writing the prototypes right now. So you know how like at the beginning of your programs you have
yeah, it's just the reference for
yeah,
them.
exactly, yeah. So you just have the semicolon after the parentheses. I think you need to have it say int top and int bottom
Oh, in it
instead of just
itself, because
yeah, instead of just yeah, there you go.
they're just referencing the variable because it's in a public domain instead of a private domain.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense. And then with the display decimal, that will just be a void.
Yeah. Especially the display, since we're not returning anything. We're not returning any data from the displays.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that part is that is more or less done, I think, I believe. You don't you'll write the actual
Yeah, in the
yeah, and then
CPP file.
yeah, rational.cpp. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, as I said, I usually work 9 to 5, but they called me in early today, so I had to wake up at 4:30 to get here at 5.
Oh, wow. Well, that's okay. I'm going to be switching jobs on Thursday, so I'll be waking up at, well, I work at 5:30 to 2 in the afternoon, so not bad, but
Yeah,
just going to mess up my
you'll have your
schedule.
afternoons to yourself. What are you doing for work?
I'm going to be switching over to data entry, get my kind of foot in computer doors and get the
Oh, cool.
experience.
Cool. Where do you work?
Currently, I work at a service group home where I just help special needs adults. But on Thursday, I'll be working with just a First American to like just enter data from a bunch of mortgage loans and other stuff like that.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's not the most
Uh,
glamorous job. It's going to be a lot of sitting down, but
no, I'm joking. I work at a computer all day. It's, you know.
no, I understand it's not going to be a lot of fun, but my goal is do it for a year and then oh, that's what happened. But if I do it for a year, hopefully I can get to like an entry level IT job
There you go.
easier. And that way I'd be doing more stuff with the
That's the dream.
yeah. And you're in Washington, right?
Yeah.
Where in Washington?
I live in Auburn. It's kind of the southern edge of the greater Seattle area.
Okay.
Yeah.
My wife's from Kennewick.
Oh, okay.
She knows that
That makes
area a
sense.
little bit.
Yeah, Kennewick's nice.
I've been there a few times, but not too much.
Oh, man.
My computer is off on time. Because it says it's 11:39 p.m. and I know for a fact it is not.
It really should not be. At least it's got some minutes right, so that's something.
Yeah, well, I updated my processor and motherboard last night, so it looks like I still have some stuff to fix up there.
Couple bugs to work out.
Yeah.
How many credits have you taken?
12.
Yeah, I had 12. I'm gonna like I work. I'm full time and I've like, a wife and 2 kids and stuff like that. So I'm only doing like 9 or 8 a semester.
Yeah, I understand that, but I don't have any children, so school full time and work full time
Yeah,
balances out.
that must be nice.
Yeah. So I need to call in the rational H.
Oh, okay. So here, this part's important, and they didn't tell you this. Uh, include. Hang on a second. Let me pull up my stuff here. Next rational. Uh, include IOStream and then do using namespace standard. They do not tell you to do that, but you really should, because otherwise it's not going to work out great.
That needs a semicolon after.
What's that?
The standard, I was just saying it needs a semicolon afterwards.
Yeah.
And then does this have to be a class, Brett?
No.
Or
So this one you're just writing out you're just writing out the functions that you prototyped earlier.
okay, that makes sense. So like the void.
Yeah. So it goes void rational : prompt, and then your parameters. And then you write out the body of the function that you're doing.
Look at what they don't have a.
No, they don't.
Okay. So
They
it doesn't
don't.
matter the way you write it because
Well,
there's
no,
not a testbed.
there is a test bed for this, but I haven't gotten it to work yet, so not really.
Okay, well then I will just put. I don't know, what's professional? Enter top number. And that should just work like this.
Yeah, yeah. Don't forget to put int in front of top and bottom there.
Well, you need to. That makes sense. You have to define them.
Yeah.
Well. Okay, so that shouldn't be. This isn't difficult.
No, it's not bad at all. To be totally honest, the reading makes it out to be like way more complicated than it actually is.
Yeah, the instructions can always be a little bit confusing. What are you having? Are you just having problems compiling it?
No, I just said I'm having problems with my decimal with my display decimal function.
Okay.
It's compiling fine. As I said, like you need what I needed to do is I needed to go needed to display the decimal, but when you divide two ints together, it rounds it off, and so I'm not getting any numbers past the decimal point. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Have you tried putting the count set F stuff above?
Yeah, it's in there. So yeah, that's kind of where you came in. I was going to try casting. See if that works. All right, there it goes. All right, that was easy enough. Okay. Let me see here.
How many do you need to show?
It doesn't say. I just did 2.
All right, that works. So you did casting, so you did something different than what I have set up.
All right, so let me see here. So, all right, hang on a second. So, come over to mine. Let me do a screen share to you. Let me show you what I did. So I did. So first off, can you read this all right? Yours was pretty blurry.
Yeah, when I make the Google screen bigger, it works out for me.
Okay. So I set it at float decimal, and then to cast, you just do parentheses float, and then your top variable over parentheses float bottom. I say quote the decimal is decimal and L.
Okay. So you're just changing the integers for decimal.
Yeah, just for this instance, just to get the numbers to work out.
Okay.
Right. Go back to yours.
I'll. Okay, so now we have both of those.
Yeah, so that's yeah, so that's all three of the functions that you need. So now you just need to go in and make your main and call those 3 functions.
That would be a mistake.
Oh, hang on. No, we're not writing the main here. Go ahead, delete your main that you just made. Because the main's in. Just go ahead and back out of this. Save it and get out of this. Your main is in ta04.cpp.
Write a main function that creates a rational number, prompts use for its values, and displays it.
Warning, failed to parse menu bar accelerator. What is that?
It just thinks, I think it was having a little trouble with the Emac when it was open. It gives me that every now and then when it takes really long to load.
Dude, you got to get Putty back.
Yeah. Part of the problem is this thing keeps me logged on automatically. I forgot the password I made for this semester already, so it's like, well, it seems like I'm stuck.
That's funny. Oh shoot! All right, let's see here.
Clear your rational object. Does it look like I'm doing this right, or?
What's that? Sorry. That's here. So first thing you do. Hang on, I need to figure out how to see yours a little bit clearer. Yours is pretty blurry.
Maybe I make it full screen. It's just going to take a while to load.
Oh geez. Oh geez.
There we go.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, hang on a second. You're missing a step here. I'll just open mine real quick to make sure I'm not going to give you wrong information. Okay, so yeah, so you declare you need to declare your rational object the same way you declare a struct. So I name my rational just rational, and so it just says rational, capital R rational, lowercase r rational, and then semicolon. Yeah, exactly. And then okay, and then you reference individual functions the same way you reference individual parts of a structure. So it's so your prompt function will go under lowercase rational dot prompt parentheses top comma bottom.
Okay. Actually, part of a struct.
Yeah. It's like same way as when you're referencing an individual variable in a structure. And then believe it or not, that's it. You're done.
Okay. We need to. Did I forget to include a library?
Did you forget? Oh wait. Oh, that's right. Shoot. Hang on.
I forgot to include a library.
What you forgot. Hang on a second. Let me see what your. Did you have your Emacs up? Let me know when your Emacs is up.
It's getting there.
It's coming. Oh, let's see here. Which one did you try to? Which one did you try to?
I tried to compile the rational CPP.
Okay, that one's weird.
I wonder if we need to. No. Okay. I have the iOS stream and standard. Did I do using namespace standard
oh,
wrong?
it's STD, not written out standard. Yeah.
That looks normal. Nope. Did you get it to compile correctly?
I did. Hang on a second. I just had something I had to run check on real quick. Oh wait, no. So you should still be getting an error message that says undefined reference to main. I have no idea how to get rid of that, but it works fine with that error message in there for some reason.
I'm getting a lot more error messages than that.
Okay, hang on a second. Let's look at what error messages you get. Oh geez.
That's not even the top or bottom. You're like, that's in the middle. Well, I misspelled precision. I know that's one of them.
Okay, that's that. Yeah, so you should fix that.
The rest of it, I don't know.
Okay, hang on a second.
Extracted is not declared in the scope. There's no member called precision. Am I missing a 5? What? That's spelled right.
PRECISION.
PRECISION. Yeah.
It's COUT.precision.
Yep.
Huh.
Am I missing a library that I need to include? Don't think so.
I only have IO stream and namespace standard.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay. See, I cannot read your thing at all.
Is that, well, after it loads again.
Give it some time.
There we go.
All right.
Does that help out?
A little bit. Huh. You're still getting that. You're still getting that gnarly.
Yeah, this.
Yeah. Okay.
It's having a problem with the precision, saying that the STD O stream has no member called precision. 31.8. Then
Yeah, so that's IO stream. Huh.
it's not putting the I in the stream, it's just putting STD O stream.
Wait, STD O stream?
That's what the error is saying. It's saying error STD O stream has no member call named precision. But I have IO stream in my function.
Huh. It's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong.
Huh. Well, hey, I actually need to get back to work. So I'm gonna go ahead and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just grabs of all of my code and email it to you.
Okay.
And we can finish the rest of it by email.
Okay.
Yeah,
No problem.
you'll notice I tweaked my display so that it'll do the first stretch problem.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, we are just about there, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the only thing I could think of would be to put your include IO stream at the very top, or not your IO stream, but you using namespace standard at the very top. Before include
Include
before the
rational.
first include. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of because that's the only difference that I have in there.
Okay.
All right. Anyway,